Welcome back to the podcast, Smoove Talk. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Today I got my brother Alex with me.
That's good, y'all.
Where did we meet? I honestly don't remember.
I think it was either on your birthday or when you came in when you played Copper Hills. That's the first time I remember seeing you.
Yeah, I think I do remember seeing you when we played
But
Copper Hills,
the
and
first
then
time we met was probably at West Valley Rec, just hooping.
probably I met a lot of people at West Valley Rec.
Yeah, that's where I met everybody at.
No, literally, everybody's always there. Not
Yeah,
as much anymore, but
but used to
yeah.
they used to be jumping over there, bro.
No facts. Back in what, seventh grade? Oh yeah, West Valley Rec was jumping for sure.
Yeah,
Everybody was there every Friday.
every
Every
Friday.
Friday after school, everybody was at the West Valley Rec.
You just pull up. Yeah, probably West Valley Rec or your birthday is probably
Yeah, mine. What was
your
it?
birthday
My
party. It was
I think it was my 16th.
yeah, your 16th or your
Yeah,
17th. It was one of the two.
I think it was my 16th. Yeah, yeah. That party was fun.
Yeah, that was hella cool. Everybody was there. It was chill. Good
Yeah.
food too. Oof.
I need some more of that mac and cheese. That's what I need.
That mac and cheese was fire.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
It's always fire. Grandpa makes the best mac and cheese, bro. I need him to teach me how to make it for
Bro, man, we was killing that mac and cheese,
real.
bro.
Uh huh. So, what's your story? Give us a little background of your journey so far.
Man, like just from like growing up or
Yeah, starting like middle school and just
middle
kind of go up.
school. Well, you started like seventh grade, so seventh grade, I went to West Hills. It's like right next to Copper Hills, and I was actually playing soccer, like super competitive soccer. Like we was going down to Dallas, Oregon, Las Vegas, just Cali. Like we was doing all these good tournaments, just playing like the best teams in the West Coast. And then I don't know. At some point, it was just like I just like fell out of love with playing soccer. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
just like it just wasn't that fun for me anymore. Cause like the only reason I played was cause my older cousin was playing it. He was pretty good. He went to Utah Tech to play for a couple of years,
Oh,
but
okay.
and then I met Trey. Um, I met him in seventh grade or eighth grade, and that's when we started hooping. And I don't know if you know Isaiah. I met Isaiah too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I played on his team. We was trash though. Oh, we was trash. Like I just barely started playing basketball, bro. My jump
Okay.
out,
Oh wow.
getting no minutes, bro. I was like key subbing at the very end of the games, bro. It was. But then I quit playing soccer and started hooping, and then I just kept doing that throughout the school year. And then when we hit about ninth grade, the freshman teams and all that, I tried out for the freshman team at Copper Hills. I didn't make it. And then after that, I started working out with the SLBC coach. His name's James. I don't
Hmm.
know if you know him, but I started working out with him during the winter and then during the summer. And then the sophomore year came around. I tried out. I made the team. But they had me playing center on the sophomore team, bro.
How tall were you?
Bro, I wasn't even the tallest on the team. I was like only like 2 inches shorter than I was now, like 2 or 3 inches,
Wow.
bro. But I was just a little bit bigger. Like I had a little bit of weight to me
Yeah.
compared to everybody else, so they had me down low. Man, I hated it, bro. But it was I don't know. I just love basketball. Like it just changed. Like my love for soccer. Like that's how I love basketball now. Is where I used to love soccer when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But and then junior year, stuck with it. I started playing point guard on JV because the Copper Hills team my junior year they was nice. I wasn't touching the floor, but I don't even think I was good enough to touch the floor to be honest. But and then that summer, well actually junior year at the start of junior year, I was close with Trey and like everybody at Kearns. I tried to transfer to Kearns, but I didn't know Cosby, so I didn't even talk to him. I hit up the like administration's office for a permit. They said they wasn't doing any permits, so I was stuck at Copper Hills for that year, which was cool. It was fun. We was a good team. I love playing with them guys. Like Logan, Josh, Ashton, Jovi, all my guys on that team. It was fun. It was a fun year playing with all them. But then the summer in between, I didn't know if I wanted to stay at Copper Hills, like because I've been playing with them for like 3 years almost, so I was cool with them. But
Yeah.
all my friends was at Kearns, the people I hung out with, they all went to Kearns, and
Exactly.
they all hooping too, and it was like both teams was getting like basically brand new squads because
Yeah.
both teams was like senior heavy the year before, so they all went off, and so it was one we I went to a tournament down in St. George with Copper Hills, and like it was just one game where like I did not touch the floor at all, and I was like, after that game, I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back here.
Yeah.
So we was trying to. I hit up Cosby maybe like 2 weeks, or maybe like a week or two before school started, and he was like, yeah, I'm still looking for guys. I'd love to have you come down here. I'm looking for extra pieces because I don't. He told me he was like. He came over to my house. We talked. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know how we're gonna be this year. He's like, I I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be what you think. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like it's gonna be a bad year. I was like, man.
I mean, y'all didn't do too bad.
Yeah, we didn't do too bad. I think we could have done a little bit better, but
What did y'all finish?
I think like 13-6 or 13-7.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
bad at
that's
all.
not too bad. But there was a couple games we lost. I feel like we should have won.
Yeah.
But
What games?
shit. Definitely the first game we played Bear River.
I remember that. I
Bro.
remember being on the bus and somebody was like, "Yo, Kearns just lost to Bear River," and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way."
That game was so bad. Like oh my god. Like I think everybody was just trying to get theirs. Like everybody just went out there trying to score. Like
Yeah. And was that the first game that y'all played together? That makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
Like we played a little bit over the summer. Like I think we scrimmaged Bingham and we scrimmaged RSL Academy, but that's a scrimmage. Like everybody just getting buckets. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But when we played Bear River, man, we fell apart. Like we was doing good at first. We had the lead. I was feeling good too.
Yeah.
First half, I had like 8, and then second half, bro, that's when shit just started to crumble. Everybody started stressing out. Cosby yelling at us, niggas yelling at each other, everybody on their backs, and so we just crumbled.
Yeah.
But that game, let me think. I can't even remember some of the games we lost. We lost to West Jordan. I feel like we could have beat West Jordan, but don't get me wrong, it was a solid squad.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
They beat us by like 20.
Oh wow.
Well, at least what I can remember. I don't know if it was a close game or not. But
Yeah.
it was a bad game. Like, but West Jordan is good. I mean, I know Colton. He cold, but I feel like we could have won that game. And then we lost to Judge too. No disrespect to Judge.
Yeah, Judge.
I fuck with them Judge boys
Yeah.
this year, but the year before last year, man, we should have beat y'all, bro. But I mean, we lost, so I can't really say nothing.
Yeah.
We was playing, and then we lost to Cottonwood too. That was probably the best game we played against Cottonwood. We played Kira and Chris,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Chris a demon.
yeah, he's hooping.
So is Kirith.
Kirith hooping, bro. I see him.
Yeah.
He's hooping.
But hey, shout out Kirith.
We was down 17 in the third quarter. We
Mm-hmm.
came back, tied the game up, went to OT. We had a chance. I don't know if we lost by 3 or 2, but we had a chance to either win the game or tie it up, send it to another one.
Mm-hmm.
And we just missed the 3. Like overtime though, I played like shit. I fouled out in OT. I was so mad, bro. But that game, and then let me think. When we lost to Roy, the second time, I was so bad, bro.
We dogged on Roy.
Yeah, that's what we did the first game. Like, bro, we beat them by like 19 the first game, bro. We was killing them, and then it was like everything we was doing was clicking, bro. Everybody was scoring. Everybody was passing the ball. We was all having fun. And we played them again, and shit was just like we was just getting killed, bro.
Yeah.
Like Trey was doing his thing, but that's the only person that was doing his thing in the second game, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody fell apart, but I feel like we should have won that game.
For sure.
I mean, we played y'all, but like,
I wasn't beating us.
man,
Y'all would not beating us. I'll say that.
that shit was a rough game. Those games was rough when we played y'all. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of some of the other we had. I'm trying to think of some teams.
I mean, there wasn't many more. You named pretty much all of them.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. But yeah,
Because Roy, West Jordan, Bear River, us twice. That's 5.
and then Cottonwood and Judge.
Cottonwood, Judge.
So I guess we were like 13-7.
Okay.
But yeah, the only two losses I'm going to accept those 2 to y'all. Those ones I could be cool with. I could reason myself with.
Yeah. I mean, there was really nothing anybody could do in the state. Like, I mean, okay, when I was playing at least. Because we didn't have no big man, so if we didn't have a big man, we were just...
That was our problem, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, May was our big, but like he better at the 3 because he's he's lengthy. He could move fast, but he don't got that much mass on him. So
Yeah,
you know he's harder to get rebounds and stuff. So we was just a
true.
small team, but yeah, it was a good year though. Nah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say it was a good year. That's probably the only things I regret, man. There's a lot of shit I regret though,
For sure.
just from the season, like just like not playing aggressive enough. You know, just looking back, I'm like, man, if I had one more year, all this
Yeah.
shit would have been different,
Yeah. I was contemplating reclass and like going prep or something.
bro. Really,
Yeah. I almost did.
really.
Yeah.
I thought about doing it. I wanted to, but it was just like it's a lot of money to go prep
Yeah.
unless they offer you a scholarship to go prep.
Exactly.
But so
Yeah. So it sounds like you liked playing ball in high school. Like how was your experience overall? What would you say?
it was cool. I do wish I got into basketball a little bit earlier, you
Hmm.
know. So I mean,
Yeah, I do too. Cause I played a little bit of football. So.
yeah, I wish I would have got into basketball like maybe when I was in like elementary school
Hmm.
or started taking it like super serious in middle school because I didn't really take it like start taking it super serious until like maybe like my junior years when I started like really like I wanted to go play college after that. Before that, I was just hooping.
Yeah.
My only goal was to just play varsity. I didn't really think about after or
Hmm.
anything like that. But I think it was a good experience though. I met a lot of people. Like I met my favorite coach, like two of my favorite coaches, Coach Cosby and then Coach Alfrey. I think he's the head coach of Copper Hills now.
Oh, okay.
Which if he was still the head coach of Copper Hills, I don't know if I would have left. 'Cause, that's my dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I met a lot of cool people when I was hooping. It's like made some lifelong friends that I've had. So
Yeah, definitely. And I mean that's what sports will do for you. Like you'll meet lifelong friends that you'll know forever because you spent so much time with them. So
yeah,
that's one reason why I do like sports or why I wish I still played sports a little bit is just actually meeting more people
meet
and
more
just
people.
just being out there. Honestly.
Yeah, and it's like, traveling is super fun. Like
Oh yeah, I
traveling,
love traveling.
my junior year at Copper Hills, we traveled to Florida. We traveled to Orlando.
Oh okay.
We did like this little tournament, and we got passes to Universal.
Oh shit.
Oh man, when I tell you that was hella fun, bro. But it was during COVID though, so like nobody was there. So like the rides was like,
Yeah.
man, instant access. It was hella fun. I mean, there was a lot of regulations, and
Sure.
I got super sick. Like,
Oh really?
I
Did you
got
get COVID or you just get sick?
to this day I don't know. I had every symptom for COVID, but we were supposed to go back because it was like right before Christmas.
Hmm.
So if I had COVID, I had to stay in Florida over Christmas.
Yeah.
So my coach was like, just don't tell nobody. Just go to the airport with your mask on. Just don't cough.
Yep.
All this. I'm like, okay, we're gonna make it back.
Yeah.
But I probably had COVID. And looking back, like now I can say that. 'Cause, hopefully nobody else got it. But shit,
Yeah.
I had to do what I had to do.
Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't want to stay in. I mean, okay, I wouldn't want to stay in Florida if I wasn't with my family.
Yeah,
But if I was with my
if I was
family,
with
of
my
course,
family,
of course,
I'm
I'm gonna
like,
stay
I'm
in
like, shit,
Florida.
shit,
Like
I think
what?
I got COVID, ball. We can stay out here a
Yeah.
couple more weeks. But yeah,
If you could go back to any moment in high school, what would it be?
yeah, that's a good question. I think I definitely go back to that first game against Bear River, and I probably would just, I don't know, probably just like that first game, just setting the tone better, just for the team. I don't know, just going back to like that season.
Hmm.
It's not really like for me. It's hard to pick out a certain moment, just like to pick
Yeah,
out
definitely.
that whole thing. I just wish I would have, played more aggressive, like how I should have played, how I usually be playing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I be getting in the games, I miss like one or two shots. I'm not shooting the rest of the game because like shit. I'm like, Kaji gonna pull me out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get pulled out, but I just wish I would have been like more fearless, I guess.
Hmm.
But
See, I mean, I wish I had that opportunity because if I missed one or two shots, I wasn't getting the ball again.
really, oh yeah,
What do you mean, really?
yeah. Well, that's how I feel. But I mean, Trey, he was a point guard. He's swinging the rock though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you see when he didn't swing the rock, he had like 28. He had
Mhm.
those high games, but he usually would swing the rock, show the love. So
Yeah.
always shout out to Trey
I
for
mean,
that.
don't get me wrong. I still did get the ball like a
Yeah,
lot of the games, but like it's when I started missing shots, it was like,
they wasn't feeding. Like,
mm-mm.
yeah, see, I don't like that, man.
Yeah,
That's the difference I feel like between high school and college. Like, once you get to college, everybody's like, everybody knows they can score. So it's
yeah,
like if somebody's missing shots, it's cool. They just missing them. Like, you still gonna feed them the ball, run through the same
exactly,
shit. If it's worked before, it's gonna work. You just got to get into it.
exactly.
But yeah, that's probably what I would look back on in high school.
Okay.
Probably, I don't know. Probably maybe doing some more like extracurricular
Mm-hmm.
shit too. Cause I didn't go to no dances. Like,
Really?
mm, mm. I went to homecoming
Mm-hmm.
my sophomore year. I went to prom my junior year, and then I went to prom my senior year, and then homecoming my senior year.
Okay.
So I mean, just like the major dances, but I
Well,
wish I
yeah.
probably would have done a little bit more. Just like done some more fun stuff instead of just being at the crib all day.
True. I feel you.
But yeah, that's about it for me. Looking back at high school,
So where did you go to college at?
Walla Walla up in Washington.
Okay. How'd you like it out there?
Mm, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but redshirting was hard
Mm.
because like I don't know, you don't really get to practice too much. Like I mean, I'm there all the practices, but coaches really focus on the niggas that are playing,
Yeah.
and so I'm just sitting on the sideline watching them play. You know, maybe at the end of a drill, I get like 2 or 3 reps at every play we run. I'm just like, and then after the is a gold team, like the niggas that get a lot of PT, that's the black team, and the gold team is the niggas that don't like the red shirts and people that don't be playing that much.
Yeah.
So you get on the gold team, we already losing the rep. I get in, we losing the rep. We lose the rep. We got to run after each rep after we lost, and that was that was a lot of running. And then after practice, we run it too. So some days, bro, I just get there, get like maybe like 2 or 3 shots, and I'm running suicides at the end of the day. I'm just dead, bro. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn. But
All you doing is running. Like you
yeah,
barely playing.
but I mean, it was nice though. You know, I got to learn a lot about basketball. I mean, got to learn a lot about myself, living by myself. You know, seeing things that I realizing things about myself that I wouldn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
Living with people, you know, just depending on myself. It's not like just learning how to live by yourself, how to go to the stove, get groceries,
Yeah. It's definitely
you
nice
know,
though. Like the
yeah.
freedom's definitely
It's
nice.
nice having freedom. You gotta tell your mom every time you going somewhere, you know, that shit. But yeah, and it's also nice, you know, having access to a gym
Exactly.
and
Just
like
whenever you want.
you know having coaches and other players that have like been in your spot before. Like
Yep.
there was a lot of my teammates redshirted too,
Okay.
and so they were all been in my spot. So you know they just kept telling me, you know, like just keep going, bro. It's gonna be rough, but like you just keep going, you're gonna get there. And so it was nice having them, you know, to look up to for advice, you know,
For sure.
and also nice, you know, seeing other like going to another state, seeing because like other states they have completely different ways they hoop sometimes, and so like seeing how people hoop out there is different, and just getting like a different feel for the game, seeing how much different it is, how much faster, how much like IQ plays a part, and just all of that. But college was fun, like you know the parties was it was I'd probably be better if I went to like a better state, you know, but I was in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
so but you know overall like I did not like it. I'm gonna be
No.
honest, but like there was a lot of good things like I don't know, like people be surprised when I tell them, but like all my teammates, we was like super close, you know. We would all hang out. Really, nobody had problems with each other. Like I remember there was this one instance with my one teammate that's like he was like one of my teammates that I was coolest with. When I first got out there, we was in practice and he said something and like we was getting into it, we was about to fight and coach got in between us. But I remember that. But like that's probably the only time I really had a problem with somebody where I was mad enough to hit him. But other than that, my team like it was a good experience. I'm glad I went out there.
Yeah. How how difficult or easy was the transition from high school ball to college ball?
Mm, it was pretty hard. I'm gonna be honest, cause like I don't know. I mean, it helped a lot knowing being cool with Ivy, cause you know he was already out there. So
Yeah.
my whole senior year, I'm on the phone with him. We talked all the time. You know, after both our games, just like talking to each other about the games and stuff. So he was just, you know, it helped also having coaches like Cosby and the assistant coach, Coach Dave. You know, they helped me get ready for college. You know, but it was definitely a transition. Like once I got out there, and it's just so different. Like you think, especially on defense and offense, like you think you're playing defense on somebody. It's nothing compared. Like
Nope.
high school, this is good D right here. This is good D.
Yep.
This bad defense in college.
Terrible
You
defense.
gotta have like you can't let them get their shot. You gotta have
Uh-uh.
your hand right here,
Oh yeah.
and like it's just like it's crazy. You can't foul. Like it's just
Yeah.
and like on
It's a whole
offense,
different beast for
you
sure.
gotta know like when you're open. Like there's open in high school and being open in college is two different things. And like I be trying to explain that to people. Sometimes they be like, "Bro, you just shoot." I'm like, "Nah, bro. This is the shots I'm supposed to be shooting. I know I'm not
Yeah.
making them, but like I gotta this if I want to play, this is what you gotta be hitting."
Literally.
But yeah, that's probably the biggest shell shock is like just how like the space, how much space you need to get your shot off, and how much space you could give a defender and stuff like that. But another one is the plays.
Hmm.
Like,
Oh yeah, tell me about it. We had so many plays.
bro,
I
like
thought we had a lot of plays in high school.
that's what I'm saying. I
Mm-mm.
thought we had hella plays in high school. I get to college, bro. We first days like, okay, we're just gonna go over our basic plays. No, not that much. We went over like 10 plays first day. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah. There was this one drill that we did that was like pretty much like one of our offensive sets, and it was like eight different sections. Like we switched every minute. It was eight different sections that we
yeah,
had to do, bro. Yeah, I was
yeah,
like,
bro.
wow. And that was just one of them. Like
It was one of
we
them.
had three, we had two other ones that was just like that,
Mm-mm.
and they were both the drills were each like I think 8 minutes, 8 minutes long
Damn,
each.
bro.
Yeah, and we had to just keep going
Keep going whole time, no
whole
breaks.
yeah whole time.
Shit. Yeah, see that's why that's kind of why I'm glad I redshirted a little bit. Like obviously I wish I didn't redshirt. Like
Well,
redshirting
yeah,
sucks, but um it was I didn't have to remember the plays for real because they get in the first rep. So if I
yeah.
forget something, hey, I'm a sub right here, bro. You go over there. That's why I'm just know. But like there was hella plays and there's variations of plays. Like there's
Oh
different
yeah,
plays.
yeah. There's different variations of
Like
the plays.
one
There are
play
different
got
options out of the plays. Like,
like
oh
one play got like 3 or 4, even 6 plays in one play. I'm just like,
yeah.
damn, bro.
I was like, I never even knew that was like offense got this deep.
Yeah,
Like,
I just thought it was just niggas getting buckets, certain plays, but it's also a lot different because in high school, like the plays are designated for like one specific shot, and it's like I feel like in college it's designated for
multiple
the
different looks.
like
Like,
multiple different looks and like
depending on what the defense gives you, pretty much.
yeah, and then like the you want the person that's making the shots at the spot. It's like the plays we ran is like designated for the spots, kind of like
Okay.
like if you run a play like let's say you want the big to post up, you could run like a downstream, big or downstream, have someone pop up, wing cut through, you pass it, get that spot, that's one. But like just plays like that, it's
Yeah.
different. It's like a lot different thinking of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably what I say. I know this was a significant in college and high school.
For sure. Yeah. Uh, did you like? Well, I know you said you didn't like living out there, but like, what made it so bad out there?
Honestly, there just wasn't much to do. Like I had a lot of downtime, but like so I'm just in my room like on the game, just being a bum, like not doing anything. Like
Yeah.
and like I try you can try to get a job, but it's hard with your schedule. And so I'm trying to stretch all this money I have that I have saved up for rent, food. So but also like one thing is the girls out there, which I don't really get into it, but it wasn't many girls out there that was too good looking, not really my type out there. But I mean, if you like those type of girls, then I mean it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
everywhere, but it was just small, But also, just being away from friends and family, I think that was really hard because I'm only seeing them on the phone, and I see them like they out having fun or something. I'm like, damn, I'm just in my room.
Yeah.
They calling me having all this fun going out. I'm just like, man. But I mean, it's also one thing. It's like you gotta sacrifice once you get out there. So
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta especially if you want to like go higher into college and stuff like that, you gotta sacrifice a lot of
yeah,
stuff.
it's one thing. Like I always just tell myself, like the party's always gonna be there. This
Exactly.
like
And
hooping.
they're just gonna keep getting better too.
Yeah, it's
Like,
gonna all you get is gonna get better. Like you go from high school parties to college parties, and you start going to clubs. Like it's always gonna be there, no matter how old you get for real. So, and with basketball, it's not you're not always gonna be able to hoop,
exactly. And
jump, dunk, do
the
all
ball
that.
gonna stop bouncing eventually.
Yeah,
So
so you just kind of gotta realize what you want to do. So yeah, that's probably the hardest thing, and the food. I like to eat food a lot.
yeah,
Like
I mean it's a must to have good food. Like,
yeah, I'm a big bag, like, but I'm not fat, but I eat a lot. So not having nothing but McDonald's and Jack in the Box, like Jack in the Box, I don't even like it to be honest. But Jack in the Box, Del Taco, Domino's, Burger King, those are like the main spots out there, and just eating all of that. So it helped me. I got better at cooking too.
yeah,
But yeah, that's probably the things I hated most about being out there.
yeah. I never really cooked when I was up in Wyoming
Really?
because I was in the dorm,
Oh,
so
you
I
was in the
didn't.
dorm?
Yeah, so I didn't
Oh,
have a kitchen in my room. I had to go down to the commons area and cook. Yeah,
oh,
I only cooked one time when I was up there, but like that was only my dorm. Like some dorms had a
some
kitchen and
dorms
then
had kitchen.
yeah,
Ooh.
so I just got unlucky. But I wish I had a kitchen because I definitely would have been cooking a lot more. Because I love to cook. Like I
Really?
cook all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I love cooking too. It was nice because we had there's no housing out there, which is like a bad thing, but
Um.
it's a good thing at the same time
Yeah.
because like
True.
you get your own crib with a couple people, so you have your own room and all this stuff. But then
Yeah. See, like I had
it's
my own room. I just had to share a
oh,
bathroom.
you had to
So
share a bathroom. Oh,
yeah.
that's not even that. That's
No,
not too bad.
I had a roommate at the beginning for like 2 weeks, and then he moved to his own room. I was
Oh,
like, I
that's
was like, thank God. I was not trying to have a roommate, bruh.
yeah,
Cause that nigga was like 6'8". I was like, we're not gonna fit in this room together. Like, there's
yeah,
no
bro.
way. You have to get your own room. That's
Yeah,
exactly what I
niggas
told him.
gotta
I was
get
like, you have to get your own room.
that. Yeah, it was man, it was nice to have my own crib, but it gets expensive.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, but yeah, that's probably the things I hated the most. But there was a lot of stuff I liked out there too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things that were cool out there.
What was your favorite memory out there?
My favorite memory. Man, I got so much I can't even think. Uh, my favorite thing was probably it was probably going over to my teammate's crib.
Okay.
You know, everybody was just playing 2K.
Yeah.
Cause I'll whoop everybody at 2K.
I suck at 2K.
For
I'm
real.
terrible at 2K.
I don't think I'm that good, but like compared to everybody out there was only like two other people that would like beat me occasionally.
Mm,
One teammate that we go on and off again. You know, he get the better of me sometimes.
yeah.
He got the better of me before we left, so I still be telling. I'll be like, bro, we gonna play. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Like, but yeah, probably just like doing like just hanging out with my teammates at outside of practice. But like in like basketball, my favorite moment. Mm, probably I don't know why, cause it's like a bad moment. But we had a pregame shoot around for our first game,
hmm
and like niggas was missing shots, forgetting plays. Like it was bad. It
Oh
was our
wow.
first like actual game.
Yeah.
We went into the locker room. I'm just sitting there chilling, cause I'm like, nigga, I'm not playing.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like this. My coach walk in. He kick it. We had this like this bucket for all the laundry.
hmm
He kicked that shit all the way across the locker room, smacks the whiteboard. I'm like, I walk in real quick. I'm looking at the ground. I'm like, I don't know where if I should make eye contact,
Yeah.
bro. He's yelling, like you could hear his, like you could feel his voice. Like it was like, oh my god, that was almost like a welcome to college
Yeah.
moment. Him yelling at everybody. Oh my
Yeah. I
god,
got that like second day of practice at my school.
for real.
Yeah. Like my coach was always yelling, bro.
Yeah,
But that was at least he was always yelling like on the court, but like outside of the court, like he was a cool dude. I
yeah,
I, I love Sosa. Like,
yeah. My coach, he was a really cool dude outside of the court. Like, he funny, but man, when you catch him on that court and you're
oh
not
yeah,
doing what he like,
he's
he gonna rip
he
your
get
head
rigged.
off.
Oh yeah, for sure. Give us a little rundown of a typical day out in Walla Walla.
Typical day. I wake up around 6:30. Wake up, shower, eat some breakfast, get ready for the day, stretch a little bit. Um, look at my homework I got to do for the day, so I can just plan out when I'm doing it.
hmm
Then I go to the gym, stretch a little bit more, do some rehab, get a little like workout in just by myself. You know, I go dribble for about like 45 minutes, and then before we had a shooting gun, I go just get like maybe like 200 shots up, try and get 200 makes. And then once we got the shooting machine, I go shoot like 800 shots, maybe 1,000 shots every day.
Yeah,
Just try and get some shots up. Then after that, I finish, you know, stretch, go home, take a fat nap,
I have to.
wake up, time for practice.
You don't got no class?
I took online.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
it was nice.
See, I had a couple online classes,
Online
but
classes.
I had like 3 in-person classes. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to, but I was like, I can't wake up for this. Even though I was waking up at 6:30, but I was like, I was waking up to hoop, so I'll wake up whatever to hoop.
Yeah.
But and then we go to practice usually around practice. We have film at 2:30, so or we'd have weights at 2:30 on Mondays and Wednesdays. So the days we have weights, I get there about 2, you know, stretch, get dressed, warm up, and then we go lift, and then after that we go into the film room. We go watch film. break down some film, and then we practice. We get done about 6:30, and then after that, I'm going home. You try and do my homework shit. Most days, I don't be doing my homework. I kind of just I kind of just let it sit there to the deadlines, and then on the deadlines I do. I have like 5 hours of work to do, but I do it.
That's
But
yeah, that's
I
how
get
I was
home.
too, bro. It was bad, especially in my computer science class that I took.
Oh,
Mm-mm, mm-mm. My dad's in school getting his computer science degree right now.
uh,
I don't know how he's doing it, bro.
bro,
I was like 5 lessons deep, and I was like, I can't do it.
you
Like
can't,
I
bro.
can't code. I
Yeah, coding is a different level. I tried to do it in eighth grade. It was even basic. I'm like,
yeah. No, like okay,
no,
that type of code is easy, but like the shit that they were having me do,
really,
yeah, I was so lost. I was like, I was constantly taking notes too. Like I was filling up like 4 or 5 pages of notes for one chapter, bro. And
damn,
there was like 1 or 2 chapters every week that I had to fill out notes for. On top
God,
of that, I had like 1 or 2 coding projects to do. It was bad. It was all bad.
yeah, bro.
Never doing that. School's not for me.
No, that's one
I
thing.
can't do
I
school.
was struggling in my business class. Like,
Yeah, I switched to business administration after I
bro,
had switched majors. Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing computer science anymore. I can't do it.
business was so. At least the first class, like it was easy, but we had a final project. And in high school, final projects, you can get them done in like a week if you really wanted to. So I'm just like, bro, I'll push this shit. They're saying like it's trying to have me section out the project. I'm like, I'll push this shit to like last week, bro. Come to the last 2 days, bro. I'm doing this shit. I'm reading. I'm like 22 pages of all this of a Tesla, like all this business. I have to get all this shit down. Shit I don't even know about. Well, I'm supposed to know about, but I don't paying attention. I'm cheating on all my classes and shit. But and so I did that, and I like, bro, oh my gosh, she gave me an F on the final. I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's how I was in my math class,
you're
bro.
mad,
My math class was so hard because my school. I heard from like multiple teachers that Western Wyoming was like a Ivy League JUCO school.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, and I was like, they weren't lying because the math that I was doing, bro, I was like, I just didn't know what was going on. My brain was hurting every day.
yeah,
I had the same class as one of my teammates. Me and him were trying to do homework together. Just was not
it
making
was
sense.
wrong. Oh
We went
man,
in together to like get some help from the teacher. Still didn't make sense. I was like, uh. And then
oh man,
I don't think I had higher than like a C minus in that
C
class.
minus.
Yeah, and so my coach was like, "What's going on with math?" And I was like, "Coach, that class is so hard. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna pass that class." Then
For
I
real,
didn't pass it.
you
Yeah,
didn't
I
pass.
probably got like 20 out of 150 on the last test, bro. Like, I
Damn.
didn't know what I was doing. I was so confused. I was so confused.
Bro,
Yeah, it was so bad.
that's how I felt about a lot of my classes, bro. They was just confusing and like, man, I had to have my dad help me with some of my classes. I'm like the last semester I really buckled down. I was like doing my shit with somebody. I'm like,
Yeah, see, I was only up there for a semester too.
bro,
I didn't even spend the whole year up there.
yeah, that was oh man. I retook that business class that I failed, bro. I did the same thing with the project again. I told my dad I'm not gonna do it, bro. I had to get some help. I had like there was like me and three other people working on it, bro. In the last like 2 weeks,
Jeez.
bro. And I passed it though, thank God.
Yeah.
But then But then this year, bro, I had a history class, and I just put in like all like we had to do discussions. I don't know if y'all ever had to do like
Yeah.
little discussions on
I
Canvas.
never did those,
So I
bro.
put I
And
put
it
them off. Like I only just did the other
yeah.
shit. And so when I'm leaving, it's the last week, so I'm leaving. I check my grades. I got like a C plus or a B maybe. I get home. It's been like a couple weeks, maybe. I'm like, let me just look at my grades. I just got this feeling like, just check your grades. Even though I know they certified, bro, that shit dropped to like a 67. I was like, bro, I'm gonna have to take a summer class if I want to go back to school and redo that shit, bro.
Wow.
I was
No,
like,
that's what I was about to say, bro. Like them discussion posts, like them you don't think the 5 points matter, bro. It matters.
that shit
It
adds up,
matters.
bro. That shit adds up. I
Every
be,
single assignment that they post on there, you have to do it.
you have
Otherwise,
to
you're not
do
gonna
it,
have a
bro.
good grade.
Yeah,
And
bro.
that's what I didn't do that in high school. Like any discussion post, I didn't fill that out. What?
No, I'm just,
Unless like we were doing it during class,
yeah.
like I ain't filling it out.
Yeah, I'm not doing none of that,
Uh-uh.
bro. That's why I thought it was gonna be the same in college. Because everybody telling me it's like, bro, junior college is just like high school. It's just more work. So I was like, cool. It is not just like high school. I mean, kind of, but it's like
Not really.
not the same at all.
At all.
Not the same at all. It's way you got to be way more on top of your stuff.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you got to use
You
your
really gotta be good at time management.
yeah. That's one thing about school. Like, oof, that's I still not. I'm still bad at after being a year. I still ain't learned shit. Like
No,
that's
that's how I felt in school, bro. Like I was going to school all the time, and I was like, I'm not even learning
like
anything.
I feel like I'm like if I'm not playing basketball, I'm just wasting my time. Like that's what I
That's
was telling
that's why
everybody.
I
I was like,
left. That's exactly why I left. I was like, I'm not staying in school if I'm not playing basketball. Like, there's no point in being up here, especially when I
yeah,
live 3 hours away. Like, I'm
yeah,
going home.
yeah. That's what like I almost left. Cause during winter break we got the restaurants got like a month off. So I'm back home for a month. I'm having hella fun, enjoying shit, not worrying about school, kicking it with all my guys. Like it was hella fun. And then I gotta go back. I'm back there. I'm just like, bro, I can't be out here. Like I almost just called it quits halfway through the year.
Yeah,
But my dad and I called Trey and like talking to some other people, they was like, man, you gotta stay out there, bro. Like this, you gotta go. Your dreams basketball. You gotta stay in school. I'm like, I know, bro.
yeah,
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna at least finish out the year and just see how shit go.
yeah. And I think that's what was a little different about me is like I was thinking about quitting since like my junior year. So I've been wanting to quit for a minute, and then it was just like I can't do it anymore, especially with like
With the school.
how much we were doing, all the school. Like
Yeah,
I just couldn't do it anymore, honestly.
nah, I felt that. For us, the school part, bro. If I was just out there hooping, it'd be no
Oh
problem.
yeah.
I have a good time. But school, that shit get rough.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how like these guys that go D1, like even though they hoop in D1, but obviously they got to be getting some type of help, bro.
Oh,
Some crazy like
for
somebody's doing their
sure.
class
For
cause ain't no
sure.
way, bro.
There's no
Like I
way.
know niggas dumber than me that's going. I'm like, bro, there's no way you don't got a 4.0, bro.
Uh-uh.
I know you. You are not a 4.0 ass. Like nah, not you, bro.
Nah, dead ass though.
But yeah, that's school was rough.
For yeah, I hate school. I can't stand school. What kind of obstacles have you had to overcome along the journey of your career?
Uh, yeah. There's been a lot. Like I've had a lot of times like coaches or just people tell me, like, oh, you're not gonna be nothing. You're not going to college. Like, you're not shit. You trash. Like all this stuff. Like, you don't deserve to be here. You don't you don't deserve it. Like I've had teachers like even in school tell me I wasn't gonna be nothing. Like you just gonna end up on the streets, or you just gonna end up working at McDonald's being a bum, like just like everybody else, just cause like school wasn't for me. And I'm like, damn, like you telling a kid that you teaching, like if
Exactly.
that's all he's hearing, that's what he's gonna be. That's why he's going. But there's been a lot. Like I've had like asthma has been a problem for me. Like
Mm,
it's still, I mean, it's not as bad anymore, but it was really bad when I was younger.
yeah.
And just like just stuff like that. I mean, probably one of my biggest obstacles is just like mm, just confidence, having confidence in myself. But like
Yeah.
with like anything I do, not just basketball related, just like that's probably just my biggest obstacle is just believing in myself. Because like all it takes is for you to put yourself out there and you're gonna get the opportunity. But sometimes you don't have the confidence to put yourself out there, or if you do put yourself out there, you don't have the confidence to, or you're just not comfortable. You don't perform the way you should.
Yeah.
But trying to think, just that. I mean, like just a bunch of mental stuff, like just going through shit in my head. Just a bunch of mental things you have to overcome. But that's just life, honestly.
Exactly. I
But
mean, you're gonna have to go through trials and tribulations no matter
yeah,
what,
like
even if you play sports or if you don't. Like you gonna have to go through something eventually.
yeah, and nobody gets to go through life without something hard happening. But
Exactly. And if you don't, then are you living?
for real, all right,
Like
like I mean, shout out to you, but you
exactly. Like you must be doing something that I'm not doing, but
for real. But yeah, that's like I mean, like just like overcoming like coaches that don't be playing me or coaches that don't believe in me. It's hard to do that, but you just kind of gotta just keep going. But those are kind of some of the obstacles for me that I can think of off the top of my head. There's probably a lot more that I could get more in depth about, but
I mean,
I
shit,
have
your
to.
shin splints too, nigga. You got the
Oh,
boot on right now.
oh yeah, I got the boot on right now. You know, when I first got to Washington, I was cool. Like my shins was good. I remember this one day we was working out before practice started, and we was like, my team was like, okay, we're gonna try and dunk everything. And so I'm up there, we dunking everything, like we jumping out the gym. Oh man, I missed that. But and then like halfway through the like by Thanksgiving, like what November, like the end of November, I started getting shin splints a little bit.
Hmm.
Like they was bad, but they wasn't like this bad. And then like in December when I came back for winter break, they was bad. Like I had to take like hella ibuprofen, hella painkillers just to hoop, and like use the biofreeze, wrap it up, do all
Mm,
that shit. And like it was bad. Like I didn't even know it was. I just thinking it was shin splints, but obviously not. Like I went to the doctor like a couple weeks ago. He was telling me it's like a little bit of stress fractures in both my shins, and so that's one obstacle I feel like I had to overcome. Well, I still have to overcome because like hooping like this is just not like I just don't hoop the same.
oh, definitely not. Yeah.
Like I'm not fast enough. Like I noticed like when I first got out there, like I'm playing, I'm blowing past people, like I'm running back on defense, getting blocks, dunking the ball. But then now with this, like I'm just moving slower, and like it's made me have to kind of change my game up a little bit, which
Hmm.
I mean it's good because I get to add to my bag, but it's like
Exactly.
this is just not how I be playing, so it's just made me have to change. So it's been kind of hard with this, like because my coach, he's just like he's old school, so he's like, shin splints, man, quit being a pussy. Shin splints, man, quit being a pussy. All my teammates just call me a pussy, all this, like, you just play. So I'm just playing through all this, but, like, whole time, and then my trainer in Washington, no disrespect, like, I love my trainer. She's hella cool, but she didn't even give a fuck about my shin splints, bro. It's probably because I was redshirting too, but, like,
Yeah.
I go there every day, like, I can't walk, I can't do nothing. She's like, whoa, oh, I mean, if you want to take practice off, but I don't think you really need to. And it's like, so the trainer saying that, and she tells the coach that I'm taking practice off, I'm a red shirt. He gonna be like, bro, if he's not even playing, what's he gonna do? So I'm playing, like I remember one day, man. It was after the season, so we just having runs. But when coach is there, it's not just runs. It's everybody's trying extra
Yeah.
hard. So we was playing, and like I remember it was the first game. We checked ball up, and my teammate, um, he stole the ball, and I was running down the court. I remember I stepped on my leg, and I just fell over, bro. Like it was just so bad. Like I was finna jump for like, mm, fell over. My coach like, you good? I was like, yeah, I just needed to take it out. So I literally just sat out for that game, went back in, bro. I was like, but yeah, that's probably the biggest obstacle. I mean, my junior year, I had hyperextended my knee towards the end of the season,
Oh shit.
and that was pretty bad. Like I sat out a few games, but my knees have got a lot better because I've been taking better care of my body ever
Yeah.
since. Like that's one thing. Going to college, you take better care of your body
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
But yeah, that's probably
That's one thing that I wish I did more in high school is take care of my body
oh yeah
and
for sure.
actually like put the time in the weight room. Just get
Yeah,
a little bit stronger because I feel like I could have prevented a lot of my injuries if I would have
seriously, just
lifted.
like just would have lifted, bro.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like
Not even like obviously heavy weights of like eventually once I start lifting more, but like even just going consistently even would have helped me a little bit. So
yeah, just like getting a little bit stronger.
yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
wish
that's one of my biggest regrets during high school.
it's not lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I wish I would have lifted a little bit more because we was out there, we was lifting hella. Like oh my god, and like when I first got out there, I could barely bench press a plate, bro.
I still can't.
Really?
Yeah, just cause my
Oh
shoulder
yeah,
like
yeah. I bet your shoulder. I bet that be hurting.
it doesn't hurt.
Like
It's just so weak and like I was lifting consistently too and it just
what
wasn't getting
wasn't
stronger. And
getting
I
better.
just
Damn.
yeah, it was really confusing, but I think it's getting a little bit better now because
Cause you just
Fed
you
not
haven't been
because
doing nothing. It's just
nah
been.
not because of that because FedEx be getting me right because
Oh yeah, you be
they be
moving all the
having me
packages.
loading the big and heavy trailers like all the big boxes and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm working out every day pretty much. Like
For real, I don't know if I could do that. Like the whole ship, just heavy boxes, bro.
it's honestly not super terrible because there's less boxes.
Mm.
They're just bigger and heavier, and you usually always have somebody to help you lift heavier
Oh,
stuff. So
oh, that's nice, nice.
Yeah, but past couple of days I've just been up in the tower, so just like pulling boxes off and just sliding them down.
Oh, that's chill.
Yeah, and
That's
like packages will come in waves, so like they'll come and then they'll stop for a couple of minutes. So I just sit down and just
sit down,
relax. Yeah,
just oh, that's hella chill.
yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Not bad. That's cool.
Are you trying to go D1, or what are your
Uh,
plans for the future? You kind of just seeing what it seeing what it is right now.
uh, right now, well, big picture, yeah. Eventually, I want to go D1 at least for 1 year. But right now, I'm just trying to get back on the school and get
For
like
sure.
just get some playing time out there. Just make sure my shins is good. Just trying to play, but eventually, my dream would be like come back here, play for some D1 school, play for like Utah or BYU. But honestly,
You
if
play
it's
you play for BYU?
yeah, I because I feel like I seen people that go to BYU. I'm like, there's no way they following all those rules, bro. Like at least
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for
I,
me, I'm
I,
like, I
I
feel
feel
like they
you,
got to be
bro.
a little bit lenient, bro, for some for like. But
Yeah.
you gotta be good for them to be lenient. So,
True.
but I mean, it honestly just depends. I mean, maybe later on I'll be like, nah. But right now I'd be cool going anywhere if it was D1.
For sure. Yeah.
That's
I
probably
mean,
my
it's D1. Like not a
yeah
lot of people go D1. So,
yeah. That's probably my goal. I say that yeah.
do you have any advice for younger players that might be watching this?
Um, my advice for younger players is, I got a few things. One thing is, don't compare yourself to anyone else, cause like when you comparing yourself to someone else, it's just completely different, cause you don't know what they've done, what they've been through. You don't know what they know. You always just what's best is if you just compare yourself to yourself. Just get better. Don't think how am I gonna get better than the other guy in my spot. No, just keep thinking I'm gonna get there, just get better than myself every other day. Like, are you gonna
Yep.
be able to beat yourself yesterday? Like, you know what I'm saying? Pause. But are you gonna be able? Are you going? Are you gonna be able to be better than you were yesterday? That's kind of my thing. Another thing I would say is just be aggressive, but don't play outside of your game. Like, know your game and work on your game and just like, but don't be scared to do things that you've worked on. As long as you've worked on it, don't be scared, to have a coach sub you out. Because if you work on your stuff, it will show. You have to
For sure.
practice it
Yeah.
though. Like you can't just go out there,
Yeah.
but
Don't learn a move off of TikTok and then try
and
and
then
go
try
do it
it
in the
in the
game next
game.
day.
Yeah,
Like don't do
you
that.
gotta be able to do it in practice, like it's nothing.
You
But
should be able to do it by yourself, like it's
yeah,
nothing
like
first, and then in
then in
practice.
practice, like just add on to it, but also just have a lot of confidence and just believe in yourself. Like don't let other people tell you what you can and can't do. Another thing is try and get your name out there as early as possible,
Yeah.
because when like me, how I was, my name wasn't on nobody's list. Like I wasn't nowhere. Like I had people that helped me out, obviously, to get me places. But if if you can get your name out there younger, it's like if you're on social media, like use Twitter. Like Twitter's a good platform to use, get your name out there.
Well, X now, but
Oh yeah, X.
it'll forever be Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not X.
But
It's not X.
use stuff like that. Another thing is NCSA. I don't know if do you like NCSA?
I never used them. I went through one of my mom's friends. He has a friend that has a recruiting company, and so I went through them.
Like
Yeah,
I know NCSA.
I almost went through NCSA though.
NCSA. I know people that went. They've said they haven't really done much.
They don't.
So I wouldn't advise it. But who am I? I'm no expert.
Yeah,
But that's probably just my advice, and just don't force yourself to do something you don't want to do. If you don't want to play basketball, you're just playing basketball for the image. You don't even want to play.
don't play.
Just go do something.
You just ruin it. You just ruin it for everybody else if
Yeah,
you play like that. So
yeah.
there's really no point.
Just do what you want to do. That's probably my advice for the younger people. Just time's gonna come. Just keep putting in the work.
Yep. Anything else you want the world to know before we hop off the mics?
Yeah. Uh, I'll be back soon hooping, man. Let's go for runs. I'll be back in a couple months. I got this boot on once to get off, though. We getting started.
Yep.
Man, appreciate you, Justice. Let me hop on the podcast.
Of course, brother. Of course. Appreciate you for hopping on. And appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe down below if you want to, see future episodes. Love y'all, boys.